History isn't just words on a page, it's a living, breathing adventure. With each turn, we step closer to the moments that shaped our world. From ancient whispers to revolutionary roars, we witness the triumphs and struggles that defined humanity. This is more than a journey through time. It's a chance to walk in the footsteps of giants. Are you ready to turn the page? Passport Chronicles. History often repeats itself, echoing through the ages in ways we sometimes fail to recognize. The Great Fire of Rome in 64 AD might seem like a distant echo, a relic of a bygone era. Yet the flames of that catastrophe cast a long shadow, illuminating striking similarities with modern-day wildfires in California, which are becoming more frequent and severe. These events share a common narrative, woven from threads of environmental vulnerability and human actions, both intentional and accidental. The Great Fire of Rome, the six-day inferno, serves as a stark reminder of fire's destructive power and the havoc it can wreak on civilizations. Fast forward to the 21st century, and California's wildfires rage with increasing frequency and intensity, challenging our ability to respond and adapt. The year was 64 AD. Rome, a city of grandeur and contrasts, was brewing a disaster. On a hot summer night, flames ignited in the merchant district, spreading rapidly. Centuries later, California faces its own fiery demons. Known for its diverse landscapes, California's wildfires have grown larger and more destructive. Driven by droughts, dry vegetation, and powerful winds, these infernos consume everything in their path. The parallels between these events highlight a recurring pattern of environmental and human factors. The Great Fire of Rome and California wildfires reveal a complex story. Environmental conditions provided the tinder, but human actions amplified the disasters. Rome's wooden construction and California's droughts created perfect storms. Human choices driven by negligence or disregard for nature exacerbated these catastrophes. The sun dipped below the horizon, masking the impending disaster. On July 18, 64 AD, Rome pulsed with life, unaware of its fate. In the merchant district, a fire ignited, quickly gaining momentum. The densely packed wooden structures became an inferno's playground. Panic gripped the city as the fire consumed everything in its path. The night sky, once softly lit, was now ablaze, reflecting in the Tiber. The river turned a sinister red, mirroring the city's fiery destruction. The firestorm raged for 6 days and nights, insatiable. Flames surged through Rome, leaving devastation in their wake. Narrow streets became death traps, cutting off escape routes. Temples and monuments crumbled into smoldering ruins. The heat melted metal, turning possessions into molten slag. The fire spared no one, rich and poor alike. As the city burned, rumors spread like wildfire. Whispers claimed Emperor Nero watched the inferno, composing poetry. Nero seized the disaster to reshape Rome, implementing new building codes. Blaming the fire on Christians, he ignited resentment that tarnished his legacy. The Mediterranean's sun-drenched landscapes hide a volatile environment. Ancient Rome faced challenges from its climate, with hot summers and droughts. The city, built from wood, was primed for ignition. This architectural choice proved disastrous when confronted with fire. Dry, windy conditions and wooden structures created a perilous scenario. Centuries later, California faces similar environmental challenges. The state's diverse landscapes and climate make it susceptible to wildfires. Chaparral-covered hills, while beautiful, are fire-prone. Human actions often fan the flames, transforming hazards into disasters. Choices made for progress or convenience exacerbate the fire's scale and intensity. Rome's dry summer winds drove flames through the city. California's Santa Ana winds transform brush fires into raging infernos. These powerful winds push flames at terrifying speeds, creating spot fires. Fires expose societal issues, highlighting consequences of urban sprawl and inadequate infrastructure. Ancient Rome was a city of dazzling contrast. Opulence and poverty coexisted with the poor in overcrowded tenements. Narrow streets were ill-equipped for firefighting. The Great Fire exposed Rome's physical and societal vulnerabilities. The flames revealed deep-seated societal fissures. Rome's public buildings stood as symbols of imperial might. Beneath this grandeur lay a crumbling infrastructure. The city's water supply was inadequate for fire suppression. Corruption within the bureaucracy led to neglect. Public funds were siphoned off, leaving Rome vulnerable. The disaster exposed the consequences of this neglect. The Great Fire of Rome left an indelible mark on the city. It exposed the fragility of Roman society and unchecked greed. The event shook the foundations of the Roman Empire. Nero's scapegoating of Christians inflamed tensions. The fire serves as a cautionary tale of lasting societal scars, and California, a land of opportunity, faces growing inequality. The state has become a land of stark contrasts. Housing costs push many into overcrowded conditions. This housing crisis exacerbates vulnerability to wildfires. The state's inequality has far-reaching consequences. California's climate poses unique water management challenges. Rapid population growth and climate change strain water resources. Prolonged droughts have become the new normal. Dry vegetation transforms wildlands into tinderboxes. The landscapes become fuel for frequent and intense wildfires. History repeats itself when we fail to heed its lessons. California's policymakers must prioritize long-term resilience. The ashes of wildfires stand as a testament to the need for action. Addressing the wildfire crisis requires tackling root causes. Only by confronting these challenges can we build a resilient future. A bridge across time, the enduring relevance of ancient lessons. The Great Fire of Rome, a cataclysmic event that forever etched itself into the annals of history, might seem like a distant echo from a bygone era. However, its lessons remain profoundly relevant today, offering insights into the challenges we face in our modern world. Yet, as we have explored, the flames of that ancient disaster cast a long shadow, illuminating the unsettling parallels with the modern-day wildfire crisis that has gripped California. The intensity and frequency of these wildfires have forced us to confront the stark reality of our environmental vulnerabilities. While centuries separate these two events, they are bound together by a common narrative, a cautionary tale about the interplay of environmental forces, human choices, and the often overlooked consequences of societal imbalances. The ancient Romans, much like us, had to navigate the complexities of urban living and environmental stewardship. The Great Fire of Rome, though devastating in its own right, ultimately became a catalyst for renewal. It forced the society to rethink and rebuild, leading to significant changes in urban planning and infrastructure. From the ashes of that catastrophe, a new Rome emerged, one shaped by stricter building codes, improved infrastructure, and a renewed appreciation for the importance of urban planning. These changes not only enhanced the city's resilience, but also set a precedent for future generations. While the road to recovery was long and arduous, the lessons learned from that fiery crucible left an indelible mark on Roman society, leading to a period of relative stability and prosperity. These ancient lessons continue to resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of resilience and the importance of learning from the past to build a better future. forging a resilient future from the ashes to hope. California, like Rome before it, stands at a crossroads. The state is grappling with the dual challenges of preserving its natural beauty and ensuring the safety and well-being of its residents. The state's vulnerability to wildfires, exacerbated by a complex interplay of environmental factors and human actions, demands a fundamental shift in thinking. This shift must encompass not only immediate firefighting efforts, but also long-term strategies for prevention and resilience. A recognition that the pursuit of short-term gains must not come at the expense of long-term sustainability and resilience is crucial. Communities must come together to rebuild not just their homes, but their ecosystems and ways of life. The time for complacency has long since passed. The scars left by wildfires are a testament to the urgent need for proactive measures. The ashes of countless wildfires, the charred remnants of homes, businesses, and entire communities serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for action. These remnants are not just physical, they are emotional and psychological scars that communities carry. Building a more fire-resilient California requires a multifaceted approach. This approach must integrate advanced technology, community engagement, and robust infrastructure planning, one that addresses the root causes of the problem, including deforestation, poor land management, and climate change. From unsustainable land management practices that leave forests overgrown and vulnerable, to the state's growing inequality and housing affordability crisis, which forces many to live in high-risk areas. It demands a commitment to investing in fire-resistant infrastructure such as fire breaks and defensible spaces around homes. Promoting responsible forest management practices, including controlled burns and sustainable logging, is essential, and creating a culture of preparedness among residents through education and community drills can save lives. It also necessitates a willingness to confront the uncomfortable realities of climate change. The increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires are a direct consequence of our changing climate, and to embrace bold, innovative solutions to mitigate its impacts, such as renewable energy sources and cutting-edge fire protection technologies. The challenges ahead are daunting, but not insurmountable. With strategic planning and community cooperation, we can overcome these obstacles. By heeding the lessons of history, we can avoid repeating the same mistakes. By learning from the mistakes of the past, we can forge a path forward that is more informed and resilient, and embracing a future defined by sustainability, resilience, and a shared commitment to safeguarding our environment, we can create a better world for future generations. California can emerge from the crucible of wildfire stronger, more resilient, and better prepared to face the challenges of a changing world. Together, we can transform the ashes of devastation into the seeds of hope and renewal.